Imagine standing on the surface of Mars, a landscape painted in hues of red and orange, stretching toward a horizon under a salmon-colored sky. The wind whips fine, toxic dust across barren plains. The cold bites at your skin, and every breath you take is filtered and pressurized, a reminder that you are far from home. This is Mars, today. But what if I told you that Mars wasn't always like this? What if beneath this harsh, desolate world lies the promise of a new beginning for humanity? Stay with me, because what you are about to discover will change the way you see our neighbor in the solar system, and maybe even inspire you to be part of the next great leap for humankind. Right now, Mars is a world defined by extremes. The average temperature hovers around minus 63 degrees Celsius, so cold that water instantly freezes or evaporates. Its surface is a windswept desert, blanketed in dust that can rise into storms engulfing the entire planet for weeks or even months at a time. The air is so thin, just 1% the pressure of Earth's atmosphere, that standing unprotected on Mars would be deadly in seconds. And what little air there is made almost entirely of carbon dioxide. There's no breathable oxygen, no lakes or rivers, and very little protection from harmful cosmic and solar radiation. It sounds inhospitable, and it is. The lack of a global magnetic field leaves the surface exposed to radiation levels that would pose serious risks to human health. Even the soil itself is laced with perchlorates, chemicals toxic to humans and challenging for any future agriculture. So why, you might wonder, are we so obsessed with Mars? Why do space agencies, billionaires, and dreamers across the globe set their sights on this distant red world? Because Mars holds secrets. Secrets of a time when it was very different. A time when it might have been not just habitable, but alive. Billions of years ago, Mars was warmer and wetter. River valleys crisscrossed its surface. Vast lakes and maybe even oceans shimmered under a thicker, cloudier sky. The evidence is written in the rocks. Ancient lake beds, channels carved by flowing water, and minerals that can only form in the presence of liquid water. Scientists believe that Mars may once have had a thick atmosphere, rich in carbon dioxide and perhaps even hydrogen, trapping enough warmth for water to pool on its surface for millions of years. Think about that for a moment. Our neighboring planet, now so stark and empty, could once have supported life, at least in its simplest forms. The discovery of organic molecules and the element boron in Martian soil point to the tantalizing possibility of prebiotic chemistry. If life did emerge on Mars, it might still exist today, deep underground, shielded from radiation in pockets of salty liquid water that recent data suggests may persist beneath the surface. So, Mars is more than a dusty relic. It's a planet with a story, one that echoes our own. Understanding what happened to Mars, how it lost its water and atmosphere, could help us understand Earth's fate as well. But there's more. Mars isn't just a window into the past. It's a canvas for the future. Imagine a future where humans walk on Mars, not just as visitors, but as settlers. It sounds like science fiction, but the building blocks for this dream are already falling into place. Hidden beneath the surface and locked in the polar ice caps are vast reserves of water ice. With the right technology, this ice can be melted for drinking water, split into oxygen for breathing, and hydrogen for rocket fuel. The thin Martian atmosphere, though unbreathable, is rich in carbon dioxide, which can be converted into oxygen using devices like the MOXIE experiment on NASA's Perseverance rover. Mars's soil, or regolith, may seem unwelcoming, but it's a resource. By compressing it into bricks or combining it with sulfur, future colonists can build shelters, structures that can be buried underground or shielded with Martian soil to protect against radiation. And here's a fascinating fact. A day on Mars, called a sol, is just about 40 minutes longer than a day on Earth. This similarity could help future Martian settlers maintain healthy sleep cycles and even farm in greenhouses under artificial lights. Of course, the challenges are immense. Radiation remains a serious threat. Without proper shielding, exposure could increase cancer risk and damage human health over long stays. The cold, too, is relentless. demanding advanced insulation and heating systems. Every breath, every drop of water, every bite of food will depend on ingenious recycling and life support systems. Even the psychological challenges are daunting. Imagine months or years in a small habitat with only a handful of other people, isolated from Earth by millions of kilometers and communication delays of up to 20 minutes each way. And yet, isn't that what makes Mars so compelling? The challenges aren't just obstacles, they're invitations. Invitations to innovate, to adapt, to push the boundaries of what's possible. Every problem we solve on Mars has the potential to transform our lives on Earth and beyond. So, why should you keep following along? Because the story of Mars is the story of us, our curiosity, our resilience, our drive to explore. With every rover that lands, every sample that's analyzed, every mission that brings us closer to a human footprint in the red dust, we're writing a new chapter in the history of life in the universe. The red planet is calling, and the next steps will be the most exciting yet. Will we find signs that life once existed on Mars, or that it still survives in hidden underground lakes? Will we build thriving outposts, powered by solar panels and fueled by Martian resources, growing our own food under alien skies? Will you be part of the generation that witnesses humanity become a multi-planet species? Don't just watch from the sidelines. Subscribe, follow, and join our journey as we unlock the mysteries of Mars, past, present, and future. This is only the beginning, and together we'll explore the possibilities, the discoveries, and the adventure that awaits on the red planet. The next great leap for humanity could start with a single step on Mars, and that journey starts right here with you.